You asked for it. What's in my bag? Let's dive into it.
You know the type of guy that was a jock in high school but ended up becoming a huge nerd? You know, someone that's not afraid to make a fool of themselves on the internet. And someone that likes to shoot Polaroid a little too much. Did I say huge nerd? You know, just an ordinary, everyday guy. Well, that's me. I'm just another Chris.
Welcome into today's special little episode. This is something that's been requested by you. I do read your comments. I pretty much read every single one and try to respond to everyone as well. So if you have any questions or want to just chat with me, feel free to leave a comment. Let's chat. And if you're new, let me know. Let's introduce ourselves. But today's topic is on what's in my bag. What do I carry when I go out shooting? I want to take a different angle. Most people just talk about what they go out when they want to go shoot leisurely. Well, I want to take the approach of what do I bring with me when I go onto actual job shoots? So this bag is pretty much rigged up for that, except for one thing, which I'll get to in just a minute. Now, all the things I'm going to mention in this video, if I can find links to them, I will leave them below for you to pick up. I know there's some things in there that are pretty old, like Polaroid cameras and stuff that, yeah, I probably won't be able to find links for those. But if I can find a link, I will leave it for you. So be sure to check out those links. But without further delay, let's talk about the bag itself. I'm not really going to do a review of the bag. It's really nice. It was technically sent to me years ago for a review on an older channel. It is made by Tenba. Yeah, it's actually been a really, really nice bag. But I go through bags all the time. I rig them out depending on what I'm shooting for said job and how much room that I need if I'm traveling or whatnot. So the bag, I like it, but I don't always use it. I have a few other bags that I own. And if you want to see a bag video, let me know, because I have a ton of bags. But the really cool thing about this bag is the side pouch it has on the side. It fits an SX70 sonar beautifully, as well as an SLR 680. It just sticks out a little bit. It actually isn't too bad at all. Like, it fits perfect. That's one of the major selling points of this bag, at least for me. But again, not really talking about the bag itself. I do like it. I can strap things to it, which I did forget. Here it is. It's a switch pod. Boom, super cool. I usually have it hooked on the front like so when I'm walking around easy. But enough talk about the outside. Let's dive on into the inside. Again, not really covering the bag itself, just about the stuff inside. There is one thing missing out of it. That is my main cinema camera. I use a Blackmagic Pocket 4K. I'm actually recording it on the camera right now. I own 3 of them, but the other one that I usually bring around is rigged up over there for a project I'm working on. I didn't want to tear it down just to make this video. So it's usually right here, and I have the bag itself notched out perfectly for it. But what I carry outside of instant photography is digital cameras. I usually carry 2 when I'm out on a job, either 2 of the Blackmagics or a Blackmagic, and my ultimate favorite camera, which is the Panasonic Gh5. Autofocus sucks, I know, but everything else on this camera is absolutely stellar. Love this camera so much. This is one of my go-to lenses when I'm out shooting, the 12 to 35. 2.8, love it. I tend to bring a couple extra lenses. They always change depending on the job, but for the last job I just did, I brought a 50mm T1.5 and a 35 T1.5. Super dope lenses. They're Rokinon, more on the cheaper side, but I really like them. My mic of choice when I'm out vlogging, Rode Micro, believe it or not. I've been using these guys for many years. Anytime you see me out and about shooting my videos, it's on this mic, believe it or not. It is really good. No batteries required. The Gh5 handles it so nicely. The preamp inside the Gh5 is spectacular. You know, ND filters. Here's my small HD monitor I pack in here. It's all kind of crammed in at the moment. I was in a hurry leaving the shoot, so I wanted to get out of there. So I didn't really organize it like I originally had. I got extra V-mount batteries for my cinema cameras. I love these batteries. They're super cool, super versatile, super expensive, but definitely worth it. USB power as well as DC power. I can plug in a variety of things and power it. Super cool. There's one thing cool about this bag I will mention, and that is this little like travel carry organizer. Has a perfect spot for it and a zip out spot right on the front. I pack audio stuff in here, extra batteries, all sorts of things, nice and organized. And one thing in here I want to mention that I absolutely carry everywhere, and that is this Npf battery. It is a beast. It'll power my cameras actually, but most importantly, it also has a USB slot on the front, so you can power whatever, your phone, which pretty much I use that a lot, and it has a button on the top to see the battery levels, what's left on it, which is super helpful. Shout out to Dave Knopp over at Knopp Top for this one. I didn't know one of these batteries existed with power. Fantastic. And you can power it with regular USB to charge it, as well as docking it. So it has lots of options. Highly recommend that battery. And they're not too expensive at all. Very affordable. When I go on shoots, I like to make an impression. So I bring instant photography stuff, you know, Polaroid, Fuji stuff, film related things that just make an impact, make it memorable, where people will remember me like that weird guy that brought that Polaroid camera. If they think that, then that means they're probably going to give me a call back for the next thing. So I like to leave an impression or leave something behind for them to keep or whatever. So my instant photography cameras that I like to bring on shoots, you know, are an SX70. This is one of my favorite cameras at the moment for Polaroid. It's a sonar. It's been converted to shoot 600 film. Awesome camera. I love this. But I also shoot Fuji, and I like shooting wide film. My camera choice is the Fuji 200. Older camera, but it works amazing. I love this camera. It's so good. These two are always in my bag no matter what. No matter what I'm shooting. If I'm just going out for leisure, boom, these are with me. If I'm shooting a real job, boom, these are with me. If I'm just literally going to the grocery store, I pretty much just bring this one. You just never know. It's happened. I found some stuff to shoot just in the parking lot. A really sweet motorcycle, and I was glad I had this. But I digress. Film for said cameras, and then I tend to bring something also unique, and that's this guy. I am going to be releasing a video on this. This is a 35mm point and shoot Coca-Cola film camera. How cool is that? Like I said, making a video about this guy shortly, but I've been bringing this with me and getting a lot of attention. People have been loving it. It is super cool. All about making an impression. Some of the gizmos and gadgets that I do want to mention that I love bringing with me, and that's this guy. And this is a remote shutter button for my SX70. Because I'll throw this up on a tripod and then take selfies with it. But mostly I'll use this for group shots or late night shots. If it's dark outside, you can't handhold a Polaroid camera. It's just gonna be super blurry. So if you put it on a tripod and then you have a remote button, you can take long exposures, so to speak. So I pretty much bring this everywhere. The other things I like to bring are Rgb lights. Do not leave the house with these guys. They're amazing, always come in handy no matter what I'm shooting. Photography, video, instant photography, film photography, doesn't matter. These have come in handy so many times, and I did a video on this one. If you want to check it out, I'll link it below, showing you how you can utilize this for your instant photography. Super fun. It's RGB. You can choose the colors that you want, and it just adds flair to the shots. I don't leave the house without these. That's just a kind of a quick overview of what I bring. It always changes. If you want to see another video of another loadout that I do, let me know. I know a bunch of people have asked about what's in my bag. They're probably more specifically asking for what instant photography stuff I carry on solo shoots, but those have been done before, and I want to take a different approach and show you what I carry on the day-to-day, because I do have a day job. You know, I film course videos on YouTube for live streaming pros. I shoot client work for other things, or I just sit at home and edit videos by myself with my 2 dogs. That's pretty much the day-to-day. Not that I'm complaining. Very grateful for that. But that is that. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments below. Let's chat. And I just launched a Discord. I know, I'm kind of a noob on Discord, learning the ins and outs, the ropes, all that jazz. If you want to join in on the conversations, there's a link in the description below to check out. And don't forget, I have officially launched the monthly print club. There's a link down below as well. It also grants you access to behind the scenes content. I am making a documentary as well, as you probably know for any longtime viewers, and there's a lot of behind the scenes of making that as well and continuing forward. Lots of cool stuff that you'll grant access and get physical stuff sent to your door every single month. So if you're interested in that, there's a link in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Now, get out there, make some art.